great to have you with me for the first time for a wee while. Actually, I've had visitors and lots of other things happening in the craft room, trying to catch up from being away for a couple of weeks. So, it's nice to get back and live to you again today. Just checking that everything is happening the way I want it to. Yes, let's come up. Just check the volume, although I don't have too many problems with the volume these days, which is good. Now I've got my expensive new microphone sitting here in my face. But anyway, so any problems with the sound or the video, please let me know as you watch the video. I'm always happy to take constructive criticism on board. But anyway, as long as it's constructive. Okay, today I'm going to be crafting with the Sweetly Scripted stamp set. Absolutely adore this as soon as I saw it come up on the list of our brand new online exclusive. Excuse that bit of light there. Actually, I might turn the overhead light off. Just there. That's better. As soon as I saw it come up on the list of online exclusives, I knew I had to get it. I absolutely love these script sentiments, just especially because they have these little long lines at the end of them. And I've always seen them on cards and thought, as soon as I see one like that, I'm going to grab it, and I did. And because you'll see why very soon, I'm going to be using the happy birthday one there as well. So we'll wait for that. A couple of things I wanted to show you before we started crafting, just while people are signing on and saying hi. Hi, everybody. Couple of things. Now, these are the... nearly knocked my things off there. These are the card kits for my March Funfold class. I've got a few left over, so if you'd like to purchase one outright, please yell out. But the ones that I have spare, I'm going to give them away to customers who purchase over $100 plus postage. That's Australia, of course. If you purchase over $100 plus postage, I'll send you a kit free, and it comes with instructions to assemble the cards and everything else you need. The ribbon, the bling, all the cardstock are there. Really all you need for my Funfold classes are your adhesives and sentiments. So yeah, if you purchase from me, next 2 or 3, I think I've got 2 or 3 left, I'll pop that in the post to you for free. So it could be your introduction to my Funfold classes. Another thing I wanted to share with you is that I've got my my stamp camp coming up, my Forever Love stamp camp. I don't usually share the cards that we'll be making together on the stamp camp, but I thought I'd share this one. It's already in public domain because I shared it on a video on my Facebook page. This is an example of one of 8 cards we will make together on the day. I do want to show you this one because as part of your fee for stamp camp, you get the gorgeous designer series paper, the specialty designer series paper. You get the wonderful ribbon and you get the bling as well. So that's the fee for stamp camp. It's $64.95, which basically just covers the designer series paper, the bling and the ribbon. Everything else, you get the PDF, the entry to the private Facebook group for the day, and 8 great projects that we can make together. So once you pay for your fee, I send you out a list of all the other things that you need to have yourself at home. And then on the 6th of April, we will get together and make 8 great cards, of which this is one of them. You can use, this is the Lifetime of Love stamp set and dies. You can use those, but I've designed the class or the stamp camp so that you could substitute any number of floral Stampin' Up designs. So that's all explained in the PDF as well. So jump on board for that. 8th of April is the day, but everything is going to be recorded and available forever on the Facebook group. So if you're not available on the 6th of April, you can still see all that. A couple of other things that I received. I had, as I mentioned, had a guest over the weekend. My lovely friend Jan Casey came down from Canberra last week to visit me, and she brought me some gifts. She always does. She brings the best gifts from her Crafty Bits and Bobs business. Now, if you don't know, Jan's son Phil has a 3D printer, and he prints all those really great crafting storage solutions that we all wish that somebody would make, and he makes them, and he does a wonderful job. So he's brought me to show you the Dauber storage. So here's a smaller Dauber storage. They have a big Dauber storage as well. You might recognise the case that that's sitting in. That's actually one of the old wooden block Stampin' Up cases there, but it fits other cases as well. So if you've got lots of wooden block cases at home that you don't know what to do with, I'd suggest Dauber storage is probably the way to go. This little is the little insert that he's actually printed. So that's available from Crafty Bits and Bobs, and you can see we can fit, what, 15 Daubers in there, which is really cool because, you know, that's a good use of reuse, recycle of your wooden block infills as well. If Jan's watching and and I'm saying anything wrong, please jump in, Jan, and tell us what I may be getting wrong. This is the coolest thing. Do you have a dressmaker's measuring tape somewhere in your house that's curled up like a snake waiting to pounce or whatever, and just lost, and you've lost it forever? This is a wonderful little holder here. This is just my dressmaking tape, just scrubbed out from one of the drawers, and Phil has designed this wonderful little holder that just wraps around, curls out, and then you can curl it in as well. So that is a really great way of converting your dressmaker's measuring tape into something that's really, I mean, I'm going to pop that in the drawer and keep it forever, and I'll know where it is. It's not just lost somewhere. So that's really great as well. This is for the 1.5 metre one, and Jan tells me he also makes one for the larger measuring tapes as well. And the last thing I wanted to show you, because this is about Stampin' Up and all about me, but it's not, are these wonderful little blending brush colour-coded little attachments here. So I can see there I haven't used these ones yet because you can tell they're quite clean, but you have a whole range of colours there. If you want to keep your colours separate, you just pop the colour on the sponge and you'll never get messed up again. Because I know if you're anything like me, your dark blue one ends up looking like a bit like your brown one that looks a bit like your green one because they get really dark. I don't clean mine as much as I should. So this way I'm not going to get them mixed up because that has the blue on there. So lots of little colours, you get them in a pack there like that. So excellent. I think that's all I needed to show you from Jan in her recent visit. She brings me, as I say, such cool presents. If you want to get in contact with Jan, pop a comment in this video, and I will pass those messages on. I want to show you one more thing, and we will craft, I promise. These are my swaps for Onstage. I'm going to Onstage in Melbourne. If you're a Aussie demo and you're going to Melbourne as well, please yell out, come and visit me. These are I made these little boxes here with the balloons, the hot air balloons on the front there, which I think is really cute, and it uses the paper as well. I'm going to put some stuffing in there and maybe something chocolate and Easter related as well as a little gift. So that's my Onstage swap. I've got that. I've got some in that colour. I think 15 or something in that colour, and I've got another colour as well, which I haven't got a completed ones to show you, but that one's yet to be completed. So that's the petal pink one. Anyway, so that's I'm going to do a video with those. If I get the chance before Onstage, I will do it, but it'll definitely be after Onstage as well. So there you go. So that's my Onstage. If you're interested in that, please yell out as well. Okay, I think that's all the self-promotion I need to do. Let's get on with some actual crafting with this sweetly scripted stamp set. Now I'm going to make, where's the card? I haven't got the card here. Where did I put that card? Hang on, I'll be back. The card I'm doing is here somewhere. I know it is. I had a big tidy up, and you know what happens when you tidy up? You always put things in a safe place and never remember where the safe place is. That's okay. I can work from memory. I'm sure I can. Anyway, we're going to make a balloon card using Bubble Bath, Night of Navy and Azure Afternoon. That's the main colours. We're going to use the sweetly scripted stamp set, and I'm going to use the Happy Birthday one there. But I'm not going to have it that way. I'm going to have it that way. So it's going to be the strings of some beautiful balloons. I might just take this watch off. It keeps crashing on my glass plate. Okay, so that's where we're headed. You know, if you're in a hurry, you might as well head off now. You know what I'm going to do. You might as well. No need to hang around. Anyway, so I've got a Azure Afternoon card base and a layer in Bubble Bath, and we'll pop those in a minute. But this is basic white here, and I'm just going to keep it, do the stamping on this. Tried to add ribbon. You know me, I tried to add ribbon. I tried to add bling. This card I don't think needed some bling, but definitely not ribbon. So I gave up on trying to squeeze the ribbon in there. Sometimes you just don't need it, thankfully. How many have we got on today? Oh, that's pretty good. Hey, Sue from Wisconsin. It's nice to have you with me, my friend. Okay, so let's start. I'm going to start with just popping one balloon first, and then it's sort of like the main balloon because it's got the birthday, the happy birthday trailing off of it. This is beautiful balloons. I did a stamp camp, Jan, Casey and I did a stamp camp for this one about 6 months ago, and I got so, I'm not going to say sick of it, but yeah, I got so over it I haven't probably touched it since then. I don't think Jan has as well. We sort of joke to each other now and then that we really do need to get that balloon stamp set out again, but we never do. Okay, so this is in my Azure Afternoon, and I'm going to have this balloon, as you can tell looking at this, it's quite long. These are quite long sentiments if you take them from end to end. So I'm going to pop this particular balloon off the edge of the paper up at the top here. So it's only a part balloon. Oh. Okay, that didn't stamp as well as I'd hoped. Bear with me, I'm going to clean that up and flip it over. This paper has two sides. I did notice that was coming off the block when I did it, so that wasn't the stamp's fault, that was my fault. Turning it over, other side. Here's me saying I don't have trouble with the photopolymer stamps anymore. Okay, so sometimes I still have problems with the photopolymer stamps. Let's try that, that looks better. Okay, so there we are. So that's our first balloon, slightly up over the top and trailing down. Just clean that as I go. My Azure Afternoon is very new and very juicy. Okay, so I'm going to grab my Night of Navy now, and I'm going to use that Happy Birthday stamp from the Sweetly Scripted. Okay, so as you can see, it is very long. It goes the full width or length of a card layer, but of course I don't want the whole thing. Pop it on my big block here. You need, what's this one? An eye block to get the full thing in. And I'm going to, rather than have to mask it, I'm only going to ink up the top, sort of 2/3 of it, so that I don't get any ink on there, so it pulls up a wee bit shy of the bottom of the card. I don't know if you can see, it's only got ink down to there. And then I'm going to, I think that's probably even going to be too long. I'm going to go the whole way down, but I'm going to stamp that. You know what? I'm going to cut a bit of ink off the top there as well. Okay, so I only want a little bit off the top and a little bit off the bottom as well. So I'm going to start that about at that kink there. Hopefully that works. We'll end up coming back for a third side. Yep, that's pretty good. It didn't go right at the top there, but I can grab my marker and just complete that little bit there. It's gone. It's just a wee bit pale. There we go. So that's our happy birthday. I know I made an awful mess of that, but that's our happy birthday trailing off our gorgeous balloon, which is quite cute on its own, but I'm going to fill in the rest of that with some more balloons as well. Make it look like a balloony designer series paper. So I'm going to use the big one a wee bit more. I'll pop one there and one there. Okay, using your glass plate, remember if you're stamping off, it's great for that, but make sure you clean it as you go because you'll get transfer. So that's three big balloons. I'm going to bring in my bubble bath ink now and do a couple of big balloons with the bubble bath. I love bubble bath, it's such a good colour. I'm going to do one sort of over here. Forgive the crash. And one sort of down there, just off the edge a bit. Again, clean up. You don't get ink everywhere. So that's three big balloons. I thought now I'd just come in with the smaller balloon. I'm going to downgrade the size of my block. I had a class here the other day and kept forgetting to tell the lady to downgrade her block. She was getting ink everywhere and it just got so busy. So I recommend you use a block that's the right size for your stamp. Then you get less of that sort of border of ink around the edges of everywhere, which you can, and go up and down. Just go up and down on your ink block. Don't pound it in there and wiggle it about, which is the same as when you bring it back to the page as well. Just go up and down and don't wiggle too much. So this is the smaller of the balloons in the bubble bath. I'm just going to do a single stamp there and maybe a second generation stamp there, which didn't go as well as I'd like. I'll bring it back. You can tell I haven't got the other card in front of me because I would normally be following the pattern from that. But anyway, that's it. I think that's it for the minute. We'll come back in a second and do some more. And then we'll go to our Azure Afternoon. If you're watching me from somewhere exotic, please just jump on, tell me where you're watching from, or if it's your first time, let me know as well. I may not check the comments as I'm crafting, but I definitely check them as when I come back later to pop the to check the comments and things. So that's a first generation Azure Afternoon, and second generation. You definitely see the second generation Azure Afternoon a lot better than the first, better than the bubble bath. Don't want to go too crazy with this. As you guys know, Julianne tends to overdo things if she's not careful. So I'm coming back with the bubble bath. I'm going to fill in some of those gaps with just a few little pink ones. Now I know where I'm headed. Just one up there. Maybe one here. And then I might do a second generation blue in that little gap there. So I'll go there and then I'll go off just on a scrap. And then in there. Yep, that's good. Okay, I'm happy with that. You can see we've got lots of little blue balloons happening, lots of pink ones as well. Maybe something down here. Yep, that's better. It was a bit unbalanced before. Okay, so that's the stamping. That's our cute little balloons. I really like that. The colours go really well together. I love it. Whether that one should be... Anyway, don't overdo it, Joanne. Okay, so I'm going to grab my Night of Navy now, which is what we did our happy birthday on. I'm going to grab the little balloon string from the beautiful balloons. Grab the block as well. And I'm going to just give some of these balloons a little bit of a string. Not too many. I don't want lots and lots and lots of strings. Yep, I think that's enough. No more, don't want to overdo it. So just a few little strings there. There we are. So our happy birthday balloon stamp with our happy birthday in the middle there like that. That's very cool. Okay, so let's clean up or we'll get ink everywhere. Okay, I'm going to layer that in with my layer of bubble bath. Okay. Oh, what am I doing? I'm going to put, obviously I'm gluing the different piece. Sorry, I was noticing that my my phone hadn't kept up. So hopefully you've kept up and everything's okay in comments land. My phone had turned itself off. So I wondered why I was still back at the stamping stage on there. Okay, so we've got a layer of bubble bath. We'll pop both of those onto our Azure Afternoon card base. Here we are. As I say, I don't think it needs any ribbon. I decided it was fine without it, but it would be nice with some bling. And I'm going to use the bling that comes with the, excuse me as I walk away, the hot air balloon suite came with this gorgeous bling in many, many wonderful colours. They're the rainbow adhesive backed dots. And a lot of the colours that we've used here, there's a petal pink, there is a petal pink, but there's a bubble bath and an Azure Afternoon. So they're the two colours we've used. So they're what I'll use on this. I might do a bit of a combo of both, eh? Down here we'll go bubble bath. Might put a little Azure Afternoon up here. There we are. Okay, and that's probably enough. I don't want to overdo it. Okay, so that is my card for today. As I say, we've combined the gorgeous Sweetly Scripted with our beautiful balloons, and I think that's so cute. You could just make dozens of those just to have at home. Use that one. I'm thinking of other ways that we could use these Sweetly Scripted, the other sentiments for things. We've got thanks a million, speedy recovery, save the date. That's for obviously weddings and parties and things. Happy anniversary and congratulations, as well as our happy birthday that we've used today. So there we are. That's my card for today. Nice, quick and easy one, hopefully. Hopefully you enjoyed that one. I'm interested. I'm going to actually try and do some different colours with that as well, just sort of to really you can really show off that design. But I think we could use that for many, many, many occasions as well. Okay, so thanks for joining me today. I'm going to get back and finish my swaps for on stage. Remember, I have the stamp camp coming up if you're interested in that, and the free fun fold kits for any orders over $100 plus postage. So that's my two things that I needed to show you. If you're interested in anything from Jan and her son Phil and Crafty Bits and Bobs, please reach out as well and I can put you in contact with her. She has a whole range and she has a great website as well, so if you're interested in the and she does ship overseas as well, which is good to know. But if you're interested in anything with her storage solutions, please reach out as well. But thank you very much, guys. I will see you all again during the week. I'm getting ready for On Stage O Fly Out on Thursday, but I'll try and get live to you on Wednesday as well. So have a great week.